Good afternoon, y'all. How are you doing? Welcome to another video on the Luderco Arms channel. So it's no big mystery that I like CZ75s, particularly the Israeli clones, like this Jericho or this Baby Desert Eagle from Magnum Research, which was made by IWI. I like the grip of a CZ75. It fits in my hand perfectly. So I was pretty excited when one of my best customers, who also happens to be my dad, told me he had a CZ P10 coming, and here it is. And luckily, because he's my dad, he has given me permission to show this to y'all and give it a test fire. So what we've got here in the box as it came is the CZ P10S, which is the smallest of the P10 models. And in the box, it's got one magazine in the handgun. It's got another here. These appear to be 10-round magazines, but from what I read, let me see what's in the pistol. Yeah, it's a 10-round too. So this may have been like one of those less free state compliant deals, because these two magazines are 10-round. I believe that this pistol will hold a 12-round magazine in what else is in here? Two different back straps. The back straps are interchangeable on this. And then, you know, you got a cleaning brush and a cleaning jag. And then under the foam, we've got a manual and the usual lock that everybody throws in the garbage. So I think we're done with the box here pretty much. We'll get it out of our way and take a look at the pistol. Now this one is in 9mm. Looks like a pretty standard polymer frame, striker fired. It fits my hand pretty good, although this grip is pretty short. I would definitely, if I was to carry this, invest in a little longer magazine plate just to give my pinky finger somewhere to rest. I don't like having it wrapped around the bottom like that. But this part up here is very reminiscent of a CZ75. I like the feel of it. Locks open on an empty magazine, as most of these do nowadays. As far as controls, it's pretty standard. You've got your magazine release here, and I've been told that these can be swapped around to the other side if you're a lefty. This one's set up for right-handed. You've got your slide catch release. So when the magazine, when it locks open on an empty magazine, you can swap out your magazine, hit your slide release. This one's pretty tight, and then your takedown lever, very reminiscent of a Glock. There is no manual safety. It does have a trigger safety here, and then of course it's probably got the standard, yeah, it feels like about a 4.5 pound pull on the trigger. So this does not have a magazine safety. It will fire with the magazine out of it, which I think is just fine. I think magazine safeties are ridiculous, but that's just my personal opinion. It's got a little bit of rail up here on the front. This one does not have a plate in the slide already. Some of them do, although it does have a pretty big dovetail. I'm sure you could fit a plate onto it if you wanted to. This one appears to have a tritium front sight and a blackened rear sight. So these things are real easy to take apart. Field strip, drop the magazine, rack the slide, make sure the chamber's empty, pull the trigger back. When you do this and release it, you should see that the trigger will stay back like that. Very easy. Grab your slide, move it back just a little bit, pull this down. There's a piece on each side, so you can put a finger on each side of it. Just pull your slide back a hair, pull that down, slide comes right off. There's your grip frame and your fire control pieces. You can spray that out, brush it out, set it to the side, and then just like most striker fired standard pistols, you got your recoil spring assembly. Pull that out, then you can slide your barrel forward and up and out, and that is basic field stripping. Clean out your barrel, oil everything, clean all this out, drop your barrel back in, take your recoil spring, get it set in its hole, set it down in its spot. This recoil spring is round at the rear. There's no special spot or way you got to get it in there. It should go in anyway. It does have a slight little cut out right there, a little rounded spot, so you know where it goes. Should be pretty simple to understand. So we'll get that in there where it goes, like so, and then you start it back on your rails, and you're done. All right, so I'm going to load these magazines up, or one of them anyways, and we'll take it out and give it a little test fire real quick. So I'll be back with that. All right, so I've got a loaded magazine, 10 rounds in it, which these are 10 round mags. Getting that last round in there was a chore. I loaded it by hand. I must have 8 or 9 Maglula magazine loaders, but for some reason I can't find any of them. But let's give this thing a try. All right. Locked open on the last round as it should. Very nice. So I'll say the grip is nice. As you might expect, the recoil is a little snappy. That's mostly due to how short this grip frame is, but not bad. Certainly, you could certainly take this to the range and shoot it all day, and it wouldn't bother you. Obviously, it's only 10 rounds, no malfunctions, but that's also the ammo that I use when I test guns. I either use Winchester White Box or the Magtech 115 grain, and the reason why is because with 9mm, sometimes if you get a weak round, that'll cause them to stovepipe and not cycle all the way. Beretta 92s are bad about that. Beretta 92s like 124 grain full bore loads. They don't like weak 115 grain training loads. But as you saw, this CZ ate them up no problem. So let's get back in the house and we'll finish this video up. Be right back. All right. So what do I think of this? For a carry pistol, it's not bad to shoot at all. A lot of carry pistols are a real pain in the behind to shoot just because the recoil is so snappy, but this thing's got a good chunky grip. It fits my hand pretty good. It could be a little longer, but that's, you know, I mean, if you make it long, you just get a full-size pistol. But not really a problem to shoot at all. Extraction and ejection were very consistent. All 10 pieces of brass landed about 5 to 6 feet directly to the right of the ejection port. So that's all good. I was able to pick up all 10 pieces of brass pretty quick. Didn't have to search around for them. So one thing you can do with these is this back strap is interchangeable. And like most guns of these polymer variety that have an interchangeable back strap, it's got a roll pin right here. You just knock the roll pin out, swap whichever back strap you prefer on there, tap the roll pin back in, you're good to go. So that's easy. Overall, pretty good carry pistol. It's big one now. I mean, you're not going to carry this in a pair of shorts and a tank top, but as far as the larger everyday carry pistols go, not too shabby. I like it. It does, like I said, the grip does fit my hand good. I just need about 1/4 of an inch more on that magazine floor plate where I'd have some place to really rest my pinky finger, and it'd be ideal. But that's it. The CZ P10S, which I believe is the smallest of the CZ P10 series. I'd kind of like to get my hands on one of the full size and try it out compared to my CZ75s, but you know, we take what we get. Hopefully somebody has found this interesting, gave you a little idea of what you're getting into with one of these and what you get with it. And like I said, I believe that you can also get these with the 12 round magazines, because they list the CZ P10S as a 12+1 in the chamber. So I'm thinking that this may have been one of those deals where they had the 2 10 round magazines substituted so they could sell it in, you know, like California or someplace like that. I don't know. Someplace that has magazine restrictions. But there it is, the CZ P10S. Appreciate y'all watching and supporting the channel. Appreciate it if y'all give us a like or leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next video. Y'all have a good one.